Hi, I'm Tony with Advantage Lifts. I'm here to show you a few improvements that we've made on our lifts in the last few months. And so this will help you when you're installing your lift, some things you'll want to do. One of the things we've done is we've added a secondary lock system to our cross members. So what we have is a cable will run around on the outside of this. When the cable gets tight, it opens up the lock. So that keeps this running up and down your post free. If a cable were to go bad, then this gets slack in it. That opens up, a secondary lock would engage onto the post, keeping that from going down in that corner. So when you're going to put this together, what you want to do is you want to strap this open so that you can slide this through your post easier. So what you want to do is take a zip tie, go through this hole right here on the side of the bucket, hold this open all the way, and just zip tie that all the way open. That will keep this lock disengaged so it makes it easy to slide on. You'll leave this all the way until you're ready to run the lift up. Then I'll show you how you'll cut that and it'll be ready to go. Another important part, when you're routing your cable, you get to this point, you're going to route the cables. A question always comes up is which side of this pulley of this cable slack lock lever do I run the cable on? So what you're going to do is run this on the outside, so that when the cable gets tight, it pulls the lever to the post. If you ever had a cable problem, this would open up and then your lock would engage, and this would engage in one of these lock holes, keeping the lift from going down at that point. So it's a safety bar all the way around. Now, earlier we tied this open through this hole in the cross arm bucket to keep this lever open. And so you will, once we get it all up and running and you actually raise the lift up, then you will attach this one. You'll cut the zip tie and attach this to it to hold your sliders in place. But you don't want to do that until after you get the cables all taut, you're raising the lift up, then it's sitting on the back side of this pulley, then you cut your strap ties. Another advantage we have that we've added to our lift is called a limit switch. This limit switch is going to determine how high we go up with our lift. If you happen to have a low ceiling garage, a 10 foot, let's say, and you're worried about hitting the top of your car to the roof, this limit switch is going to be a great thing for you. But the way this hooks together is you have a plastic clip and you have another pigtail coming out of your power unit. You must connect these two in order for the power unit to run. This unit will not run unless these are connected to make a connection. Now, once you get this and you determine how high you can go up to your garage before your car is going to hit the top, then you can either mount this with two little self-tapping screws, or you can use what we call just a double-sided stick tape. It's called extreme tape. You can buy it at all the box stores and put that on there, and that allows you to be able to adjust it. So the way this works is, imagine this coming up, and when this bucket comes up so much it hits this, shuts the power off. You don't have to worry about it going any higher. It's a nice safety feature. So that you can mount this around on the inside like this. If you have 11 foot to 12 foot ceilings, most of the time you won't use this. So what you would do is just wrap it, I usually just wrap it around the post here, like so, and then just let it hang so it's out of the way. Okay, now at this time, we've got oil in the system, I've got it all powered up, I've got all the cables tight, and it's starting to pick up the deck. At this point, I want to go ahead and cut off my strap ties here because my cable is on the outside of the pulley. It's taut, so it's holding that lock open. So I won't need this to hold that open anymore. So now I can cut this off, pair of dikes. Like so. And then I'm ready to insert my clip once I take this off. The clip is what holds in my sliders so that when you go down, the sliders don't slide upward. Just like so. So now our clips are on, the pulley cable's on the outside of the pulley, holding the lever open, and you're good to go. You need to do this on all four posts. Okay, another upgrade that we've done on our lifts is we've put in a valve. It's called an AntiBurst valve. And so what it does is it inserts directly into the cylinder. You'll see this elongated port. It screws in first, and then our 90-degree fitting goes on the outside. What this valve does is if you were ever to have a hose that would burst, and all of a sudden you'd have an influx of fluid coming through the hose, this valve would shut it off. If it puts a surge of fluid, it shuts off right here at the valve. You don't have to worry about the lift coming down fast or coming down, because it stops it right there. And it'll allow you to be able to fix the hose or whatever the problem is. And then to get it off of that is you push the button, put fluid back through, opens up the valve, and everything is working again. Another thing we've noticed is if you'll take this all the way to the top and you continue to hold the button, the cylinder is maxed out, it's building pressure. That sometimes will also make that valve close. To fix it, you just wait about 2 minutes and then push the button to push fluid through it again. Just tap it just to let the fluid go back through. Now you're able to come back down and it resets that valve for you. So it's a great additional thing we've done to again help us with our safety on the lift.